Are you looking at these things and hoping they will convert on election day, or do you know that these numbers that you're getting on social media, do you know that they will convert, or you feel like, you know what, people are just expressing their support for the campaign and the movement, and of course they're allowed to, but do you feel like those numbers will convert?
Social media is representative of the larger picture. Do you understand? Like, it's representative of the larger community. It's not robots that are here, it's human beings that are here. And for one person here, I always believe that for one person here, like one person here represents 10 persons who have the same thought process but may not be here. So if the other people, even let's say other parties have these people, why are they, like, if you have plenty people, the plenty people should be on social media too now. Because social media is representative of the larger community, of the larger society. It's human beings that are here. If you have plenty supporters, the plenty supporters should also be on social media. Social media, they did not start social media and say, you know what, as we just open, what's that guy's name, Jack? As we are opening Twitter now and as we are opening Facebook, obedience come in. There was no conversation like that. It's random people who are on social media, normal Nigerians who are on social media, who have become supporters of this movement. So if those other people who are, say they have that many supporters too, I let those ones come on social media too now. Like, because this place is representative of the larger society. The conversations that happen here end up happening in the larger society. So I honestly don't see how, this will translate. I'm not saying that everywhere we're going to get the highest number of votes everywhere, but we'll get the highest number of votes in at least 2 regions. Now we go dominate. In fact, 3. At least 3 regions will get plenty votes there. We have the southeast, south, and a good chunk of the south, of the north central, and then we would balance out in places like the southwest. We're not saying that we're going to get everything in the southwest, but we'll balance out. We'll have quite a good out in the southwest. And now with this new with these new campaigns, you're seeing the inroads into the north. We're beginning to see that 25% in some of these places is quite possible. So we're moving.
Okay,
so we have.
Okay, I agree that you have, or I understand that you say you have. So you said you're going to get in the southeast, north central, and parts of the southwest. That's what you just said, right?
No, I said southeast.
Okay.
South.
A
good chunk of the north central, and we'll still make a dent in the southwest. I said we'll make a dent in the southwest. I mean, that is Tinubu's base of yes, but we are going to make a dent there. But what I said, sure of, is southeast, south, and a good chunk of the north central.
So let's dissect it now logically and see, looking at it from a general picture now. In the southeast, Mr. Obi is from the southeast, so we understand when you say, okay, you know what, we have the southeast in the back, even though a lot of people would digress and not agree with that. So let's look at north central.
Who are these a lot of people, please? No, let's wait. I want to know who these a lot of people. That will see what's happening in the southeast now. Hey, my guy.
You saw what happened when Tinubu went to Enugu. Let's look at it from let's even use the numbers.
You know how far they had to go. You know how far they had to go to get people to come with their buses and all of that. See, once you enter rally van, you begin to see uniform. Once you see uniform, you see some people are wearing yellow caps, some people are wearing green berets. Just know that mobilization has happened and it's not organic.
Okay.
Once you begin to see uniform. But if you enter rally and you see people come as they are, that's an organic rally. So please, just because people can, if you come to my village and you tell people that you are going to give them 10,000 to enter bus in this economy, when they have weaponized poverty, you think people will not enter bus and go? They'll enter bus and go now. As they even enter bus to go, the person will now be entertaining them. The person will go there, he'll be slurring his words. He will now say bala, blue, blah. I want to see. I want to see, my guy.
Okay.
You pay me money to be entertained. For all the things that they're posting on social media, you pay me money to enter bus, so I'll go and see it for free. Please, let's go and see. I like to see that kind of thing. So we need to understand very well when we are talking. I spent, after New Year, I was in Imo State, and honestly, what I saw there, I can tell you. See, in a whole gathering of people, it was one guy that was not Labour, and the way that guy had to defend himself, like he could not. At some point, he was like, you know what? They should just leave him. He didn't have arguments again. Everybody in this space, like once they even have song, like once you just say Peter Obi, someone just say Kerere, and
they all start singing their support of Peter Obi.
Yes.
Okay, let me understand something clearly. I was making a point earlier that I said in the southeast there are 2 sitting governors, if I'm not mistaken, that are strong members of the APC, at least in that region. Then we have Governor Soludo, who has said he's not going to support Obi. And Soludo did win election. He's the current sitting governor. don't you think that might pose a problem in one way or the other?
Have you gone to Southeast? You know, the more these people talk, remember when Ihedioha came out to say some things and he had to rush and apologize because the pushback was so much.
Because he
It's the same
argued that
thing
his
now.
statement, he argued that his statement was taken out of context. That's what he said.
Is it not good to come and quickly say it was taken out of context before a place that you are sure you are going to win will not be your own? After Ihedioha did his own, you see, what is the name of the governor of Imo State? So I forgot. What is this person's name?
The senator.
What's this? Yes. God, this name has skipped my head now. But when Peter Obi went,
I'm listening.
When Peter Obi went to Imo, you know, he came out and welcomed because he doesn't want wahala, and that's the thing, you know. He doesn't want to push back. He wants to be able to win his second term if he can stand the chance to win it, you know, and that's wisdom. You know, some of these people are pushing because they feel like they are the ones, like they are wondering why Peter Obi, you know, if power should come to the Southeast, it should be me. I've been building my career, and if this man gets it, it means that I won't stand the chance to get it. And I understand. Doing everything you think is right, sucking up to the system and hoping that it's you that will be the one. And then this man, you know, a very simple man who doesn't have to suck up to the system, always does what his mind tells him to do, which is for the good of the people, to be honest, ends up, you know, being the one who gets this organic love. It can be painful, I understand, but still, my guy, I've seen people in the Southeast who are serving in government, commissioners who have told their governors that, Oga, as far as the presidential is concerned,
all this is hearsay. Because, like you said,
it's not hearsay. I know these people myself.
You say
I know these people. It's not hearsay.
You say you know them yourself.
I've worked with these people.
The only way we can take them on and believe what they are saying is if they come out publicly and say that, listen, I am serving under an APC government or a PDP government, but in the presidential elections,
but you can see them sponsoring billboards now. You can see them sponsor. Have you gone and put my microphone in their mouth and they said, you can see them sponsoring billboards. You go to some of these places.
Are there billboards saying where these commissioners? Are there billboards where these commissioners are attaching their names?
You will go to some of these places, you would see the billboard there. The billboard will say, for governor, vote this party. Mm-hmm. For this was sponsored by so person. For governor, vote this party. For Senate,
and these people that are sponsoring
Peter Obi's name
are commissioners.
They are important people in society now. You want is it every commissioner you want to put there?
Talking about the South as well. You mentioned that the Labour Party will win in the South. Am I correct? That you have inroads in the South. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you see how difficult this might be, looking at the fact that the South is pretty much controlled by the PDP, in the sense that the PDP has a large majority in the elected positions in that region. So how exactly would you guys do this?
My answer to this will be the same answer I have for the South is, you know, they have the political class, we have the people, and the people have decided to rise up, and we're seeing the people organizing themselves, and that should be recognized. When the people are organizing themselves, the political class are just that. People, they will be reduced to one person. You know, when the political class have the upper hand, they hope for voter apathy. They hope for things that will make voters not to come out, so that they can use their powers, you know, to move things. You know, use the power of incumbency, buy votes here, do this here, and do the. But when the people rise, it's a whole different ballgame entirely. And so, again, my answer to all of this, in any place where you want to, you know, let this apply, because we have gone through this for the South is. My answer for this would be that they have the politicians, we have the people, and the people are overwhelmingly larger in number.